And a 13 hours flight later, we are back in Sweden. Home, and I'm too tired to function right now.
Hello you guys. Did you hear my arm there? So here comes a little vlog from after coming home from Japan. So the first thing I did after coming home and sleep was to put all the things I bought on the floor and look at it.
It feels so fun to place everything I bought on the floor and look at them. So cool. Many of these things are presents, like these things, those things. But everything here is just mine and it's awesome. This Coraline doll is so awesome, and everything on her is posable. And when I say that everything about her is posable, I mean everything.
And I discovered that I never showed what my boyfriend bought because he bought a lot. That one is new. That one is new. That one you have seen. I really love that one. Just really, really beautiful eyes. That one is new. That one is new. That one is new, and I love her. That one is new. That one is new, and she's so cute. And that one is new, and she's so awesome and possible. Those are new too. And he also bought things for us, and I don't even remember all of it, so I'm gonna show you some of the things I remember that he bought for us to our household. These bowls are new. We ate from something similar, and it's so light and you feel how good quality it is. So yeah, it costs a little bit, but totally worth it because it is awesome to eat from. So good. And a bunch of eating sticks, and they are really good. Feels awesome to eat with. Ta-da! And then a lot of candy and stuff, so I'm not even gonna try to find all of them. But yeah, the flight to Japan went pretty good. So my boyfriend was a little bit nervous for the travel to Japan because for some reason I hadn't gotten any seats for the plane to Japan. And he was like, why do I have a seat number and you don't? So yeah, when we came to Finland, we asked them why I didn't have a seat. And they were like, well, it has been so full. So yeah, I had been upgraded to Economy Plus. So they were like, so I'm sorry, but you will not be able to sit beside each other. So it was very sad that we couldn't sit beside each other, but it went surprisingly good. Most of the time we were watching movies anyway, and yeah, it went good in a way. And they had a lot of movies to pick from, so we never went really bored, so it was good. And in Japan we had so much fun. We had something to do all the time, but something that I noticed that I was not knowing before going to Japan was the activity during the night. Because I was sure that a place like Tokyo would be pretty busy even during the night. So since we had a hotel in the middle of Akihabara, I was prepared for having noises during the night. So I had taken some sleeping ear nubs and the sleep mask and everything with me, so I could have all the sound and light disappear. And even my boyfriend, who never brings anything like that, wanted some earpods to have with him too. But surprisingly, it was totally quiet during the night. I don't know if our hotel was so good that it like took all the sound away, but it could not be only that, because even when we walked out during the night on the streets ourselves to eat or whatever, after 7, Tokyo was pretty quiet, especially during the weekdays. So yeah, that was pretty surprising. And doll stores, I have to say, well, as you know, I'm a doll person. I collect BJDs and other kinds of dolls. And well, I started my hobby in 2005, so I have been in the hobby for a long time. And sometimes when I sleep, I dream about going into a store and seeing a BJD hanging on a shelf or something, so I can like buy it from a store. I have dreamed about that in dreams. So when I was in Japan and was able to go into a store and buy BJD stuff and BJDs, I was like, it was, well, a mind-blowing experience, and I could live in Japan only to experience that. It was amazing. And I do love the mask thing in Japan. I mean, it's something I even wish that Sweden did too, because I think it's pretty good actually to wear a mask if you're sick, for example, so you don't give the other people around you the sickness. Or if you're like, before going to Japan, I was so scared of getting sick because I didn't want to get sick just before going to Japan, because everyone around me seemed to get sick. So I was like drinking juice all the time so I could get some vitamins, and ate good stuff and everything, so my immune system will be very strong. But if it was acceptable to just wear a mask, I would have worn a mask, so I wouldn't get sick. Plus probably do everything else that I did as well, but yeah, I wish it was social acceptable here in Sweden too to wear a mask if you don't want to get sick or if you are sick. So yeah, that's something about Japan that I wish that Sweden did too. Plus obviously the subway systems, which were totally easy in Japan, and all that jazz. It's a lot about Japan that I wish Sweden did, but the mask is definitely one of them. I'm not gonna bore you by talking too much, so I'm trying to keep this video short. But this was definitely one of our best travels ever, if not the best travel ever. And we are already planning to go back. And one of the reasons why we were in Japan for only 1 week was that if you book like half a year ahead, like we did, you can find pretty good prices on both flights and hotels, which is why we were able to get hotel in the middle of Akihabara with its own onsen, and get a good price for it. So we only took 1 week so we could experience Tokyo in a month of time, so that we could see much but still not get too worn out of being so active all the time. So 1 week we know is a good time speed for us. So yeah, 1 week in Tokyo now, and we will go back and we will book a long time ahead again and take a week or a little bit more next time too. So yeah, we will definitely go back. The question is when, but it will happen. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching these vlogs, and yeah, I see you in the next video, hopefully.